Chosen one, there is something important that happens when a person begins stepping into their true purpose. Something that many people do not expect. Something that can feel confusing at first. Resistance. Yes, resistance. When someone begins changing internally, when they start thinking differently, growing spiritually, or becoming more aware of the direction their life is meant to take, the environment around them often begins to shift as well. You may have already noticed this happening in your own life. Perhaps when you started focusing more on your growth, certain people around you began acting differently. Some became distant. Some began questioning your decisions. Some may have started criticizing the very changes that were helping you become stronger. And others may have tried to discourage you completely. At first, this can feel confusing. You might find yourself asking questions like, why would people close to me react this way? Why do some people seem uncomfortable with the positive changes I am making? Why does it feel like the moment I started improving my life, things around me became more complicated? These are very natural questions. But there is often a deeper reason behind these experiences. Sometimes when a person begins evolving, it unintentionally highlights areas where others feel uncomfortable with their own lives. Your growth can act like a mirror, and not everyone is ready to look into that mirror. When people see someone stepping into a new level of awareness, it can sometimes challenge the beliefs they have held for years. It can remind them of dreams they once had but never pursued. It can make them reflect on choices they have been avoiding, and for some people, that reflection can feel uncomfortable. So instead of embracing the change they see in you, they react with doubt. Sometimes they react with negativity. Sometimes they try to convince you that the path you are on is unrealistic. But chosen one, this does not mean you are doing something wrong. In fact, it may actually be confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Throughout history, many people who eventually made a positive impact on the world first experienced misunderstanding. Their ideas were questioned, their motivations were doubted, and in many cases, they were rejected before they were ever accepted. This pattern has appeared again and again throughout human history, because whenever someone begins walking a path that is different from the majority, that path often challenges what others believe is possible. And when beliefs are challenged, reactions follow. But here is something important to remember. Not everyone who doubts you is your enemy. Sometimes people simply do not understand the path you are on. Sometimes they are reacting from their own fears, their own experiences, or their own limitations. And that is okay. Your journey is not meant to be identical to everyone else's journey. Your purpose is unique. Your experiences are unique. And the direction your life is moving may not always make sense to others, because they cannot see what you see, they cannot feel what you feel, and they cannot hear the quiet inner calling that has been guiding you forward. Chosen one, the most important thing during times like this is not the opinions around you, it is the voice within you, that quiet sense of knowing, that feeling that there is something more waiting for you, that feeling that your life is meant to grow beyond the limitations you once believed were permanent. Because when someone truly begins listening to that inner guidance, something powerful starts to happen. Their mindset changes, their priorities shift, their goals begin to reflect the person they are becoming, not the person they used to be, and slowly, step by step, their life begins moving in a new direction. But every transformation includes moments of uncertainty. There will be moments where you question yourself, moments where the path ahead does not feel completely clear, moments where it seems easier to return to what is familiar. But growth rarely happens inside comfort zones. Growth happens when someone continues moving forward, even when the destination is not fully visible yet. Think about it like this. When a seed is planted beneath the soil, it spends a long time growing in darkness. During that time, nothing appears to be happening. From the outside, the ground looks exactly the same, but beneath the surface, the seed is developing roots. It is preparing for the moment when it will finally break through the soil and reach the sunlight. Your growth can be very similar. There may be seasons in your life where progress feels invisible, where the effort you are putting in does not seem to produce immediate results. But that does not mean the growth is not happening. Often the most powerful transformations occur quietly. They happen inside your thoughts, inside your habits, inside the decisions you make each day. And over time, those small internal shifts begin creating external changes in your life. Chosen one. Something else interesting also happens when someone stays committed to their path. Their environment begins to change. The people they meet begin to change. The opportunities that appear in their life begin to change. At first, these changes can feel subtle, but eventually they become undeniable. New people enter your life who support your growth. New ideas begin to inspire you. New possibilities appear that you may never have imagined before. It is almost as if the world begins aligning with the person you are becoming. This is why it is so important not to lose confidence during the earlier stages of your journey. Because those early stages are often where the greatest transformation occurs. They are the moments where you develop resilience, where you learn patience, where you discover the strength that exists within you. Chosen one. If you have recently experienced distance or misunderstanding from others, do not let it discourage you. Instead, see it as part of the transformation process. Sometimes moving forward requires letting go of what no longer fits the future you are stepping into. And even though that process can feel uncomfortable, it often creates space for something better. Now, after everything we have talked about today, there is one final message that may be the most important of all. Your story is not finished. No matter what challenges you have faced in the past, no matter how many moments of doubt you may have experienced, the journey you are on is still unfolding. Right now, you are still writing the next chapter of your life. And sometimes, when people are in the middle of transformation, they cannot yet see where the path is leading. They only see the obstacles. They only feel the uncertainty. They only notice the challenges directly in front of them. But later, when they look back, everything begins to make sense. They realize that the obstacles taught them strength, the confusion taught them patience, and the unexpected turns in their life guided them towards something meaningful. Chosen one, you may be standing in one of those moments right now, a moment where the future feels unclear, a moment where you are wondering what comes next. But understand this. Growth often happens quietly. Just like a seed growing beneath the soil, the most important changes sometimes happen where they cannot yet be seen. And one day, when the time is right, everything begins to connect. The lessons, the struggles, the victories, even the setbacks, they all become pieces of a larger story. A story that shapes you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the opportunities ahead. The most powerful thing you can do right now is simple. Keep moving forward. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep trusting that the process unfolding in your life has meaning, even if you cannot fully see it yet. Because when someone continues walking their path with courage and patience, doors begin to open, opportunities begin to appear, and the life they are building slowly starts reflecting the person they have become. So today, take a moment to appreciate how far you have come, even if the journey has not been easy, even if some chapters were painful, even if there were moments where you almost gave up. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still moving forward, and that alone is something to be proud of. Chosen one, your story is still being written, and the next chapter may be more powerful than you expect. Now, before you leave this video, I want to ask you something. If this message resonated with you, if you feel like you're on a journey of growth, discovery, and purpose, leave a comment below and write, "I trust the journey." Sometimes sharing that simple statement reminds others that they are not alone. It creates a connection between people who are walking similar paths, even if they have never met. And if you want to continue hearing messages like this, make sure you subscribe and stay connected, because your journey is only beginning, and the next message you hear might arrive exactly when you need it most.